not what it is. No,
Like-
it's this is what the way I described it in one of my specials. I said being a man is like having a small 24-hour sperm factory with a very shitty agreement with the union. You got one delivery truck, that's your dick.
Yep.
And you got one warehouse, and packages are piling up every day, and your dick is like, hey,
So
we gotta get these fucking packages out of here. What are we gonna do? And the more it stacks up, the more desperate you get, the more you're willing to negotiate, the more you do stupid things. The nature of being a human being is men are trying to get rid of cum because we're making it all day long. All day long, we're making cum. We're cum factories. That's what we are. And when a man doesn't have sex for a few days, you don't like. I went through. I did an experiment on my website many years back where I didn't jerk off for a month.
What happened?
It's like, holy shit.
Punching
you get
walls.
so desperate.
Yeah.
Like, just touching people, just getting a hug, your dick gets hard. He's like, this is bizarre. Like, because most of the time, guys handle it by just jerking off. You just like, it's like a relief. You literally are backed up. Like, you have pressure, and you relieve it. I don't know what it's like to be a woman, but one thing I do know is you're not making a thing that you have to get rid of.
Correct.
We have the difference between a guy being horny on like day 1 of no jerking off versus day 30, it's like you're a totally different human being.
Wow.
You're a desperate, and men who don't ever get touched and don't ever get to have sex are extremely desperate, and they will do almost anything. They will negotiate in very bizarre ways in order to be involved in relationships.
Why does a young guy like that who can fuck anyone whenever he wants have to do something like that? And it's like, I understand if you have all the packages and the sperm building up, but why can't you just jerk off? Why can't you just fuck someone consensually?
That's a different thing, though. The rape thing's a different thing.
Yeah.
The rape thing is a dehumanizing power thing.
Correct.
It's like you say no, fuck you.
Yeah.
You don't say no to me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna fucking do this to you, and that's not sex.
Yeah.
There's something way more, because if you can get hard when a woman is crying and wants you to stop and saying, please stop, don't rape me, don't do this, I don't want you to do this to me, like. And you could still do that. That's like some Viking shit. It's really some...
Because it's like, I mean, there could be some sort of, obviously not to defend it, but some sort of survival instinct in being able to procreate with a woman who's not interested. Like, our biology is still not checked for like overpopulation. The fact that we no longer need to force ourselves upon women to proliferate the species.
Yeah, there's got to be some leftover ancient horrible rape DNA. Because there were a lot of people that were, Genghis Khan, his genes are in some ungodly percentage.
That's right, amount, yeah.
Yeah. Pull this microphone.
Oh, shit, sorry, I keep doing this.
Got it on your neck again.
Yeah.
I can see. It starts sounding like this.
It's interesting. Like, I'm just so curious how things are going to evolve. Like, are the people that are going to proliferate the ones that have the most self-control? Whereas it used to be your masculinity or your value was defined by how strong you are, by how powerful, and maybe the new power is self-control and restraint.
Well, I think maybe people need to start looking at each other as other human beings instead of us versus them. And I think that's part of the women's movement that's an issue, and part of the men's side of it that's an issue. I think we have to get past tribalism.
Yeah.
I think, Dan Harris from Good Morning America was on the podcast the other day, and we were talking about terms of politics. He was saying toxic tribalism. I love that term.
Me too.
Because that is across the board an issue in this country, right versus left.
Yeah.
That's an issue in this country with basically everything, men versus women. I think we have to just look at each other as human beings. And, I'm not pro-men. I'm not pro-woman either. I'm pro-humans.
Humans, yeah.
And there's a lot of really shitty men out there, and there's a lot of really shitty women.
Correct.
And it's a real problem if we lump everybody into, well, women want this, and women are not going to do that. Women are not going to lie about rape. Women are not going to lie. Of course they are.
Yeah.
Just like men are going to lie about
Sure.
it. Just people are liars.
Great point.
There's a lot of people that are just poorly formed human beings, and they are now a part of a righteous tribe of people that are attacking this other tribe.